I am the founder of a social business initiative called My Mother's Rugs. With My Mother's Rugs, what we are doing is to basically produce carpets. And My Mother's Rugs helps villager women make rugs out of recycled curtain leftovers. Here's my story. During my second year in college, I took a political history course, where our professor introduced us to a guy named T.H. Green. We started studying from the ancient Greek, the theories, and reached all the way up to the middle of 20th century. And T.H. Green, he is a very important person for me. He basically suggests that you won't get a fair economy or a real freedom if you give the same opportunities to the people who do not have the equal resources to begin with. So with this idea on my mind, I went to my hometown, Mersin, for a holiday, semester holiday. And in one morning, my mother just insisted to go out for a walk. Even though I didn't cheer for the offer, I knew that my mom was loving to go out and discover places she never visited before. And I was too tired to say no, so I said, okay, why not? And we just did take that walk. I mean, this wasn't one of those why nots that spills out of your mouth when you know that something enlightening just happened, but it was one of those casual ones that I was too tired to resist my mom. And at a certain point during the walk, we felt very hungry and tired, and as a result of one of my mother's usual behaviors, we ended up in the middle of a breakfast table of some strangers. She saw some villagers having breakfast in their yard and asked them if we can join them. Unfortunately, they were too polite to say no. So yeah, we did have that breakfast. When we were having breakfast, I saw a weaving machine on the side and asked Iras teyze what they are using it for. By the way, there was Iras teyze, Ayşe, and Mustafa amca on the table that morning, with whom we became really close friends during the course of the project later on. And Iras teyze told me that they used to weave rugs, but they don't do it anymore because they cannot sell it to anyone or they cannot find a good fabric to weave it whatsoever. So at that point, it came to my mind that once I had met with a curtain retailer and asked him what they're using the leftover curtain pieces, and he told me that they are rubbish with no use. So I estimated the possibilities and said, why not? This was the enlightening why not, and I felt like I could really help them. The next day, I brought them the curtain leftovers. I mean, they were in a mess, and we organized them with colors. And Iras teyze and Ayşe weaved rugs from them. We really liked the result. We put them in one of our small dry cleaning business windows in front of the windows, and somehow managed to sell them. I really still don't know how, but people saw them, people liked them, and people bought them. So at the end, the difference, we started to do this. We decided to do this. And the difference with the business that I do is that at the very beginning, we decide a fee for the per meter weaved, and then I give it to the women in advance as exchange of their labor. Afterwards, we share the profit at 70% to go for the women and 30% to go for me and the running of the project. We sold approximately 500 rugs during the first year, and approximately again 275 in total. Prices are determined regarding the size of the rugs and changes from 60 to 200 Turkish liras. And the women beneficiaries of the project earn an average of $430 per month. I mean, this is flexible, but this is what they make of it. While I was running the project, I was selected as a finalist of Bilgi Young Social Entrepreneurship Awards, and then I became one of the 20 members of Ashoka Changemaker Exchange program in the summer of 2012. Where in one of the events of Ashoka Changemaker Exchange program, I met with a lady from Boyner Holding, and she introduced me to someone in Morhipo, and through that channel we sold the rugs through online shopping. And I also placed the rugs in one of the boutique stores in Beyoğlu, and they are still being sold there. After Ashoka Changemaker Exchange, I was also selected as a global fellow in Youth Action Net and enjoyed the privilege of being part of a multinational network. These were great experiences for me, and I would never have the chance to take part if it wasn't for the project. I really appreciate those opportunities so much. But this wasn't the real satisfaction. When we started to take the business seriously, Iras teyze was saying that she would love to buy a dishwasher if we can really make the money. Because, I mean, to be honest, we weren't making so much money to that point. And I was like, okay, why not? I think we can do it. We can buy a dishwasher. And after 4 months that we launched our project, she bought that dishwasher machine. And that was satisfaction for me. Here is Zübeyde teyze. She's a very happy person and also very talented. Her husband had left her before we met, and she had been trying to build a house that she and her husband had started to build earlier. She has a daughter in school, and they were having some economic difficulties when we first met. With the money she earned from the project, Zübeyde teyze built her house. And and gained the confidence of raising her child alone, if necessary. This is unprecedented in a village, and this was satisfaction for me. Ayşe, daughter of Iras teyze, has a physical condition. I mean, it led her to believe that she couldn't get a job in anywhere. But when I went to Mersin and saw the beautiful rugs she weaved, I could see the happiness in her eyes of achieving something. And this was the real satisfaction for me. Do you remember T.H. Green, the philosopher? My mother's rugs, I mean the project we all built together, gave a chance to these villager women, a chance to contribute to their households. They used the chance and flourished, as I shared earlier. And the journey started only with my mom's invitation to a Vogue and a why not attitude. Really, I mean, I'm not saying this for its generic, but this was the case. I'm graduating this year and will soon start my career as a law intern. What I did in that village with those beautiful women will always be one of my best memories, and will always be something that I'm proud of. There will always be something. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that there will always really be something behind a corner, something on your way home, or a mail waiting for you in your inbox, waiting for you to ask, why not? Really, why not? So please look closely and carefully, and please dare to ask.